long time we would not be able to speak into this space without our life being threatened. But now I speak from power, from a place that I know must come into fruition. And I will not rest until it does. That is my mission for you ladies. If you have signed in and applied to the matriarchal universe, the matriverse, you're in the right place. We are starting with us. We are starting with the intellect, moving to the architect. I am preaching right now, clock it. I am still very playful. Yes, I am multidimensional. You are everything all at once. Play around with all your energies, with all your all that you feel. Don't be structured. You see, the thing about patriarchy, it wants to put you in a box. It wants to tell you, this is who you are. You are a woman, that means you are a nurture and carer. It wants to put you in one place. There's a reason why in a matriarchy there is a pantheon of goddesses who each have their own archetype, who each have their own standing, their own strengths. Refuse and reject to be placed in a box. Refuse to be put in one place because you are multi-universal. Never, ever, ever forget that. Get to know yourself. What are the archetypes that you are feeling within this space? There are people who only know me as the soft feminine that I come with. They do not know the fierce matriarch within. And that's it. They do not know the space that you are embodying because they want to see you as one. When you start setting boundaries with people, when you start saying no to things, they will say you have changed. What has happened? Like, you're not the same as you used to be. No, you only saw one side of me, and that's the side you only wanted to see. Don't be mistaken. I am the angel and the villain. So are you. You are the queen, the goddess, but you are also embodying an untamed energy. A spirit that can move mountains, literally. Do you know how important you are, dear matriarch? Do you know how important people see you? Do you know that if you left some people today, their life would be in shambles? Know yourself, know your worth, know the value that you've had. You have so much value, so much worth. There's so many people who want to put you down, who want to make you feel like you are nothing. And that is why this space must exist. That is why this space is for the women who are ready to set the standards for themselves and who are ready to set it together. Because that is where we are going. Without us, economies would collapse. Yes, they would. Whole economies would collapse. They could not stand without women. Women hold everything together. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that when you create something, you're creating from a place of divinity. They don't want you to see it. Be ungovernable. Be the change. Be the change you want to see. Do you feel like, ladies, you come from this space of knowingness? When I talk about the matriarchy, what do you feel? Do you feel the stability, the solidarity, the power within? Oh, without women, men would lose their value 100%. Yes, they would, because women are the power. We are the force to be reckoned with. Let me tell you something about feminine energy. Feminine energy is the source. Feminine energy is literally creative energy. It is the one that creates. She's the one who moves and waves. She is the one who comes into being. Feminine energy is the one that creates the idea. She is the vision bearer. She is the flame bearer. That is feminine energy. Do not forget that we have both. We have the yin of feminine, but we also have the yang. And this is where matriarchy comes to place. Because a matriarchy is balanced. She brings both the yin energy, the feminine, the soft, the creation, the creativity within. But she also structures and strategizes and knows that she's coming together with the masculine. Masculine does not mean male, and feminine does not mean female or woman. They are energies within. You have energies within yourself, coming through from within yourself. It is coming from within, ladies. Feminine energy for women is easy to master. We're here in this life to actually learn a bit of that masculine because we are so centered in the feminine. We know ourselves, and that's why our intuition is so strong. The masculine comes in to reshape and structure. And that's why when I talk about restructuring, creating civilizations, creating worlds, creating cities, that's where the balance comes. Because we do not say one is better than the other. They are all important. They all have their space to come into being. Remember, there must be strategy. There must be a leader. There must be a way we come together and actually create this change. We are not just talking. And that's what people just say, you women are just gossipers. All you women want to talk. We're going to show them how much more we talk. Yeah? I will tell you ladies a story about a place called the Ladies' Bridge. The Ladies' Bridge is a place in the United Kingdom that during World War II, when the men went to battle, the women had to build. They had to take on that role, and take it, they did. They took up by the vulvas and built with their bare hands, they built a bridge. A bridge that is still here today. Since 1942, that bridge has never had to be repaired. It has never been taken down. They built it in such a way that it would be hidden from the terrors of World War II. Until today, it is still built. So if men tell you, who is going to build your system? We will build the system. We are designing and building the whole table. So dear matriarch, where are you building in your life? Where are you seeing yourself in a matriarchal civilization actually coming and growing within? Because when we're calling in matriarchs, we're calling in leaders. We're calling in women who are ready to build. The soft life comes after you've put in the work. You cannot have a quote-unquote soft life without putting in the work. The patriarchy made women lazy, unfortunately. They made us want to be lazy. That is it, because we actually do a lot more work, more emotional labor, more physical labor. They told you that all you have to do is rest, take care of the kids, stay at home. What the silent part they did not say is be in servitude. Submit to me. And that the me is the male. Submit to me and me alone, but no. You submit to no one. And once a woman knows her power, life changes. Systems change. Do you feel it? Do you feel the change? Do you feel the change in the air, matriarch? Do you feel the system that has been collapsing? It is trying to reclaim itself. Can you see what is happening in the United States? They really want to take back women's rights, and in some countries they have to create laws for XY chromosomes not to abuse 9-year-old girls. Are you kidding me? Are you joking? That is despicable. Once you start with our children, once you harm our children, that is it. Once you go for our young, it is war. And they have been coming for our young. Imagine the number of 9-year-old girls, 8-year-old girls who've been killed, abused, molested. How many of them? You came for our children, you came for us first, but once you come for our children, that is it. Because this is a war now. Not only a physical war, but a spiritual war. And that is where we have to begin. Because they will not hurt our children. Did you see, ladies, the woman who has a business where she beats men who abuse children, men who abuse young women and girls, and to that I applaud her. That is a matriarch. A matriarch is not just someone who is nice and soft and follows it. No. A matriarch, she sets the standard. She puts her foot down when someone wants to hurt others. If someone wants to hurt others, a matriarch knows. A matriarch knows that she will not tolerate abuse. She will not tolerate nonsense. She will not tolerate anyone who thinks they can come for the young. The young are the future. They have always been the future of this generation. That is why if a male or any other grown adult wants to harm a child, it's because they want to take the life force of that child. They want to siphon the energy within that young girl because they know the power that she has. They know the power she incorporates within her. They want to take it away. They want to abuse it. Patriarchy eats its children. Patriarchy eats his children. And that is the problem. I do not want to see a single head hurt on any single child. I am a child-free woman, but I would go to war for any child, any young girl, even young boy who has been hurt by this system. I am not in a space to dominate anyone, especially males. Why would I dominate an inferior? Why would I want to be in a space with an inferior, someone who thinks they want to control and dominate? Anyone who thinks they want to control, they want to push others down is an inferior. They are less than you. That is why they want to control and dominate. They want to pull you down. If anyone once says that they want to pull you into their level, they want to push you, that is because you're already on top. If someone is at the top, why would they want to push you down? They're already here. They want to pull you in. And that is what matriarchs do. They pull other women in. We are not in competition with other women. And that is what patriarchy has brought. Patriarchy wants us to be in competition with each other. It wants us to be in competition with others, but we are not. We know that cooperation is what comes together. Do you know that 75% of all the unpaid care work globally is done by women? 75%. Women, if we just decided today, to stop, the world would stop. Watch and see. 75% of all the world is being held by us. In Iceland, what happened was it only took them hours. They decided for one time, women would stop doing what they wanted to do. They would stop. They would not go to work. They would not go take their the kids to school. The man would take them. They decided to stop. Why? If you're in Iceland, yes, they decided to stop everything. It took hours. It did not complete the day. Reforms had to be made, and today Iceland is the #1 country for equality when it comes to genders. We have to be the same. We have to realize that if we take our power, if we decide to just stop, actually, not even take it, if we decide to just stop giving to this system, tomorrow there can be world peace. We can change the world as soon as tomorrow. We can change the world as soon as in a few hours. We just have to realize that it is us controlling. And don't go from the pick-me patriarchal point of view of thinking, oh yeah, like I'm the neck, I'm the one who turns the head, like I'm the one who's actually in power. You're in power, but you're still negotiating with your husband on why the house needs a new patio, why you need to redesign the kitchen. You're still negotiating. You want to say you're the one, yeah, we're the ones dominating, we're the ones in power, but you're still trying to beg men to see you as an equal. We are not begging. We are done begging. We are done asking for permission. That is what this is. You know what men want us? Men want you to come and to be like, oh, please don't hurt us. Oh, please don't abuse us. They want us to go and beg them. You are telling them. You are stating it, and we must enforce it. So shall it be.